Hello everyone, it's me, Unlike. I I don't know how I didn't see this, but there is full-on gameplay of Darktide. At least 9 minutes, this video says. And I just wanted to share it with everyone. So anyways, shout out to GameSpot Trailers for sharing this content. But yeah, if you're new here, subscribe. I'm an absolute nut for Darktide, so any sort of news or content I can find, I'm trying to share with everybody. So I'm like obsessed with this game. Alright, let's get into it. Bruh. Oh wait, I forgot I'm downloading stuff. It's just...
The button is back.
Can't ignore it.
Alright, we're actually doing it now. The UI feels very retro. I like it. That's pretty cool looking. Hold on, I'm gonna check something. It's a little blurry, so I think I'm gonna try and reload. That's much cleaner, much cleaner. Okay. Still a little blurry, but it's fine. We're here for the gameplay. Sorry, I'm gonna sneeze. So far, all the gameplay I've ever seen for this game has always been either the sister battle, or the Ogren, or the soldier. I've never seen any gameplay of anyone playing the librarian. So one thing I noticed is when they did that hammer slam, there was no like indication that it was ready or not ready. Like I get a feeling that the weapons get extra like abilities, because we see this like you see this down here, right? Like this looks like an ability, and the hammer slam did it. Like she empowered her hammer and smashed one of the like chaos enemies with it. So I'm assuming that your weapon, based on the weapon you use, has like an extra ability. So yeah, that does sound pretty cool. That each weapon increases like your playstyle. And we did see the same thing happen with Soldier. Like he used his chainsaw sword, and or he or she, because like in the created class system, you can be a boy or girl with regardless of class. And the soldier with their chainsaw sword was just like chopping an enemy in half with it as like their weapon ability, I guess. I also noticed that we have shields now, so we're kind of like Halo with our shields. Like down here you see that the class Myra. Oh, these freaking commercials, I'm sorry. We see down here that Myra has a shield, and that's taking damage over her health. So I'm assuming that was an elite of some sort. Behind you, you're getting slapped. There you go. I don't know why I told them that. Like they can't hear me. Still. My Vermintide 2 senses are just coming in out of nowhere. The health bars do sound like a pretty cool idea. It does make it seem like that these enemies have more health than the enemies in Vermintide 2. Because if you hit the enemies just right in Vermintide 2, you could kill them in one hit. Well, okay, that kind of happened to that one too, but I guess everyone was blasting them. Okay, that was cool. Okay, so that was her like actual ability for the actual class, because you can see down here that this is on cooldown now. Let's watch that again. It's like a charge ability. Okay. I don't know if that killed that unit or not, or just knocked it down, but that was pretty cool. Now you have a gap closer to jump on top of something, which is pretty cool. Or maybe you could use it as an escape tool to dodge a certain attack or get out of the way or get away from something. I know in harder difficulties it's better to use a dash to escape danger instead of putting yourself in it, which is really cool. And there's the empowered hammer again. Let's say turn it down. The gunplay looks really fun, especially with the hit markers. Hit markers are always satisfying. A med station, okay. They definitely didn't have that in Vermintide 2. And notice this character also has a med kit and 2 grenades. Large clip. That must have been ammo. It's very arcadey when picking up stuff. Like I noticed in Vermintide 2, it felt like more of a Left 4 Dead game. Like it played kind of like Left 4 Dead. That's how I'm feeling it. But this game it feels more arcadey, if that makes any sense. Like the pickups just fly to you, and yeah, the enemies have cool health bars. Everything's all retro looking. Get him. There's another. But yeah, I noticed that this character here, Glob, or Clob, he has this purple stuff in his health bar. Now, I'm curious if that means permanent health loss. Like, if you take damage enough, do you just permanently lose that much health and you need to have some sort of special med kit or something to heal that off? Okay. I don't remember if that's in Vermintide 2 or not. I don't normally lose a lot of health when I'm playing that game, so I kind of forgot if it is or isn't a thing. They're taking a lot of damage. I'm trying to figure out if that empowered hammer is a cooldown based thing or if you can just spam it. Because I'm noticing down here that there's this yellow, purple, and blue. But then their allies are also, yellow, purple, and blue. Does that mean that you have allies who are close or far away? I don't know. So we have another special enemy that she just blasted. It's That's pretty cool. I like the health bar system. It feels good to drain someone's health bar. Ooh. Use your push. Oh. Just an inch away from death, and I'm seeing a bit of lag. Okay, so that's how the med kit works. You drop it, and I'm assuming it heals everybody and not just one person. That does seem broken if you're constantly finding medkits, because in Vermintide 2, they would be generous with their medkits, especially if you were running before a boss room or some sort of event. There would be like healing for everyone in the party. This would probably mean that there's a lot less healing in the game, but the healing is a lot stronger, which would make sense, because if everyone had one of those, then the healing would be quite overpowered. I love how this character, this person, used the healing on themselves and then be like, hey, yo, group up so we can heal. They just used it on themselves. Ooh. Plague Ogre, okay. So you'll always know. I mean, I guess technically in Vermintide 2, you always knew a boss was coming in too, because it would like have a roar or anything. But it's taken quite a bit of damage. This person's not fighting the boss, they're just running around looting everything on everyone. Okay, now we're doing some damage. Okay. Is that it? That was the gameplay? It was. Alright. So yeah, that was the gameplay. Huge shout out. Hold on, we were just looking at. Huge shout out to GameSpot for like sharing this. This was really cool. Really exciting. But yeah, that's been the gameplay I found. I can't believe I haven't found this sooner. But yeah, I just wanted to share it with everyone. The gameplay, like the game looks pretty cool. I love the retro vibe it's giving with the UI. And so far in the game, this was the only med kit I think I've ever seen. So yeah, I'm assuming that med kits and any sort of healing item is going to be more rare. But then again, there was that healing station. Let's see if I can find it. It was like way... Oh, I found it. Here it is. There was this thing called a healing station. And I'm assuming that, like, before any sort of event, like before a boss room, before a room where we're going to get hit by a lot of hordes, we're going to get these med stations, just like how in Vermintide 2, before a boss room, there would be healing kits, there would be healing potions, enough for everyone on the team, and a little bit more so they can carry it into the fight. So yeah, I'm feeling healing is going to be a little bit more spread out, right? And like this person has the only medkit they found that they had journeying throughout the whole thing. I didn't see anyone else throwing medkits or anything. Of course, we can't see what kind of gear they have either. Because in Vermintide 2, you could tell if your ally had like a potion, a grenade, or even like sort of healing. You could like give them a healing item or whatever item they needed. But in this game, they don't do that. So my question is, can you give gear or give items to your allies anymore. Are they going to take that away? I understand if they did take it away, because the healing heals everybody. I would still like to be able to see my allies' inventory, just to like help understand what we all have when we go into a situation. That would still be a cool thing to see. Like, they could probably put it right up here. Like, I can see there's space, and you'll put little squares showing, oh, they have a med kit, they have grenades, you know? Or if there's anything else, like maybe a deployable turret or something, you know, they can show it up here. I'm seeing there's space up here in their above their health bars, because they're not showing the shields everyone has. Maybe that's something this class has specifically, I guess. I don't know. But yeah, I'm seeing space up here where we can see what gear they have. I think I would like to see what gear we have, just so I can at least call out to my team and be like, hey, we all need healing. You should use your healing thing. Because right now, no one could tell this person has this, right? They were sitting there at whatever health they had, and this player was running around with a med kit, and no one really knew. I guess assuming no one knew they had it, so no one ever wanted to like group up to use it, and this person ended up using it on themselves. But yeah, I'm assuming the healing is a lot more spread out, because there's just a healing station, and then there was just this one med pack. It's definitely a lot less compared to Vermintide 2, because Vermintide 2 is very generous. They are very generous with their healing. They always give enough healing to heal you, and a bit more to carry into the boss fight, or into the event, or wherever, right? So the healing is definitely a lot more generous in Vermintide 2 than it is in Darktide, which I guess I kind of like, because it forces you to play smarter. Because in Vermintide 2, you could be a little more casual, and if you take damage, you could just heal, because there's going to be a lot more healing in the future. Just later down the line, there's going to be a healing item that drops wherever, right? So yeah, this game definitely, if there's a lot less healing, that means you're going to have to play a lot smarter and hold your healing when you desperately need it, and be like, yo, let's group up, we got some healing going on here, right? So there's going to be definitely a lot more communication if you can't see what we're carrying. We have to tell everyone, hey, I got the med kit, let's heal. Or try and find one of these med stations and these ammo boxes. But yeah, that's been the gameplay. I really hope this, you know, helped your craving a little bit as we wait for, well, I think it's 3 months until Vermintide, not Vermintide, until Darktide comes out, which I really want to play that game so bad. But yeah, if you're new here, subscribe. I'm like an absolute nut for this game, so I'm always looking for new content, news, and whatnot to share with everybody. So yeah, subscribe, give me a like, and yeah, do support me on Patreon. You have to go through my Discord, which will be in the description. But yeah, thank you all again for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.